We're live, baby.
Hey folks, welcome back to another Gambit Update show. I'm Andrew Essig.
Sean Crocker.
As always, we're doing it live, so just to reiterate, I don't know if everybody's been along for the ride or been those that have been watching. Got some new software here that allows us to just record this live, saves a ton of work on the back end, and you can now wirelessly use your iPhone as the webcam, which I'm just floored by the whole process, and we're just
I'm floored by the quality of the iPhone versus the camera.
yeah, I mean it's really solid, and that's the thing. It's just like my iPhone sitting there shooting the video, wirelessly beaming the video, and I'm getting a live feed of us on our screen right here. It's just an amazing.
There we are. We're right there.
Yeah, an amazing thing. So if I forget to look at the camera, I apologize because I'm kind of producing and recording at the same time. So
I'm not sorry at all. We look great.
I'm not sorry. So with that said, our updates. Winter Wonder Ruck, Saturday, January 14th. Sean and I tested the ruck this last weekend. I finished, myself and Brian Sullivan, I should say, finished in about an hour, 47 minutes. It's not a challenge to anyone out there. Just letting you know. It's a little fuzzy floating around. Sean, how long did it take you?
No idea. Didn't time it.
Somewhere, I'm going to say somewhere around the 2:20.
Yeah.
2 hour 30.
It wasn't fast. The reality is, so my car got stolen like 6 months ago. I had a weight vest, a beautiful 511 weight vest.
The story starts 6 months ago. The story of my Winter Wonder.
So I had the option of wearing a 45-pound or a 30-pound rucksack from Go Ruck. No, plug, whatever. We're not sponsored.
Sean also has the best ruck outfits I've ever seen. Like every time we show up to do like a kind of like a ruck event, Sean looks like shows up looking like Indiana Jones or something.
Ready for adventures,
just
man.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna run into out there.
Boots on and the whole deal. Not just like some old ratty gym clothes that he doesn't mind getting dirty. He's got like proper pants and adventure clothes. Yeah. Anyway.
So I had to do it with a rucksack instead of it's just more weight and it's on your back exclusively. So that made it tough. And then I got a big tattoo like 2 days beforehand. So putting my arm overhead was rough.
Yeah.
So
and you had your dog with you, one of your dogs with you.
Oh my God, he had the best time ever though.
Oh yeah. We've taken our dogs before. It's a fun time.
And Mara did it for the first time with a vest.
So yeah, my point being that you're probably looking at somewhere between an hour 45 and 2.5 hours, depending on. So we're kind of like we're trying to cap it. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think like 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 is kind of like our intended cap. So we will have some volunteers out on the route just to like make sure you know where to do some of the activities. And just to refresh your memories, we're going to be doing some pull-ups and
front rack lunges
in the gym. Then you head out onto the course. You ruck about a mile-ish. You do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, front squats. Then you ruck about another mile. You do 100 push-ups. Ruck about another mile. You do 150 burpees at the arch between you and your partner. And then you repeat that process coming all the way back, finishing with some pull-ups and front rack lunges back in the gym. And for those of you wondering, like, do I have to do pull-ups? Yada, yada, yada. No. For a lot of people, I think the biggest challenge is like rucking, carrying a sandbag or a backpack or something to the arch and back. So kind of if you need to make some modifications and stuff, there's more details on the website.
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything. Like, it's scalable. Like, I did ring rows, and I think Mara did jumping pull-ups. Like, yeah, absolutely. And if you need to scale your push-ups, all that kind of stuff. I mean, even like I did push-ups off the rock.
But I think we would say like the big determining factor, I think, is if you're worried about doing 50 burpees with a weight vest on, I would probably think about scaling that portion of it. Like if you're kind of on the fence about the weight vest part, I'd say like the burpees to me are the hardest part. Like, yeah, you can scale the pull-ups easily, but like you get to the arch, you're tired, you're there, and it's like you got this weight vest on. If that's not looking good for you, that's probably what I'd be most concerned about.
For sure.
Anyway, that's our Winter Wonder Ruck. Excuse me for the overlap text there. We're going to fill some sandbags. If you guys need sandbags filled, we're going to fill those on Friday, but you need to get them dropped off.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I just realized that also. We got a Friday. So we're filling your sandbags on Friday the 13th. Woo! With some creepy sand. Get them dropped off by Wednesday. Email myself. You can also email Brian. I don't know his email address off the top of my head, but there's my email address. Email me to let me know that you're bringing it so I know how much sand to buy. So kind of like reserve your sandbag filling by Wednesday for us, so I know how much sand we're going to need, and then we'll have those filled on or by Friday. We will not be filling sandbags day of the event.
So we will not be filling sandbags the day of the event.
Out of luck if you show up with an empty sandbag there. Sober January still. Sean, have you had any alcoholic drinks in the month of
survived
January?
the first week, which is
Yeah?
shocking because we went out to a Mexican restaurant. It usually comes with it a couple margs. Had 0 margs. Had water.
There are fewer greater combos in life than tortilla chips, salsa, and margaritas. Just such a great combo.
Oh my gosh. You're telling me.
Thanks for asking. I went out. I had a family over for like a late Christmas thing, and my family knows that I enjoy sake, so they brought a nice bottle of sake, and they were like, "Let's do." So I did a sake cheers on Saturday, had 2 of those tiny sake cups. But then I went out for Rob's birthday that evening and had non-alcoholic beer while I was out. So to my point that we kind of discussed previously, having 1 or 2 drinks doesn't have to throw your whole month out the window. You can get right back on the horse, and so nobody's perfect.
And that goes for every month, not just January.
Great point.
Yeah, I mean, we all went out.
Great point. Not just the J months anymore.
We all went out. What was it, Friday night for a birthday thing, and all had NAs.
Yeah,
had some well-beings.
Yeah, and
we're not sponsored by them, but
but that's one of the big. I also picked up some well-beings, and that's kind of the thing that I was talking about months ago with somebody when we were talking about this. Like just keeping them in the fridge. Like I just go out and buy a 6-pack of NA beers. Like you never know when people are gonna pop by, and you just like you feel like socializing, but you're kind of like I don't want to like put alcohol in my system. So I sent Corey a really interesting article on the effects of alcohol, and not to like scare everybody off, like everybody has to stop drinking, but it was just really interesting, like from a doctor's perspective, like what actually happens within your body. So look for that on the Facebook members group. I think she's going to post it up in there, and we'll be putting Sober January motivation tips and events and all kinds of stuff in the Facebook group there. Max Everett Mardi Gras coming up February 18th.
Started writing the programming for it.
Get a partner. We've started writing the workouts.
You will have fun.
You will have fun. You will get fitter. And speaking of being sober, what transition?
You'll get
right
more
into
for your more bang for your buck. Really.
The booziest, least legitimate CrossFit competition. Yeah, no kidding. After being sober all through January, you come in, you have 2 beers, Max Everett Mardi Gras. You're
feeling good.
10 sheets
You're
to win.
right.
Good to go. Head to I really got to put the URLs on this. I apologize. All these URLs are generally going to be linked in your Wodify. So open your Wodify app, go to wodify.com. In the updates or announcements section of Wodify, we'll be posting all the pertinent links there. So you don't need to necessarily get them here from us, but find a partner, get registered for that. It's roughly the same cost by design to compete as it is to spectate, because we're going to grill up some food, we'll have drinks, all that kind of stuff. Huh?
The dads.
The dads. We got the dads on board to run the grill. So yeah, sign up to compete. Like, why not? We got 3 divisions. You can do scaled, intermediate, RX. No reason not to. You're going to be here.
Might as well work out while you're here.
We've got showers. Bring a change of clothes.
We've got showers and good times.
Or don't. I don't care. You're not going to sweat that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, Max Everett Mardi Gras. Oops. There we go. Gambit Gear Exchange. Just a little reminder, we have it set up. Obviously, everyone can see where I'm pointing. Over in the corner at the end of the kind of locker hall, we got a little semi-permanent gear exchange. So if you've got some lightly used gear, clothing, shoes, anything of that nature that's like not trashed, like you bought it, it was the wrong size, you used it a few times, whatever, or it's something else that just holds up for a long time that you're just done with, bring it to the gear exchange and take a thing, leave a thing. And if you come back, we're kind of putting it on you as a responsibility. Like if you leave it there and you come back 3 weeks later and it's still sitting there, maybe take it and drop it off at Goodwill so we don't have to do it for you.
Remember, it's not a lost and found.
Or your choice of donation-related locations.
It's not a lost and found.
We still have the lost and found in the locker room.
And remember,
yes.
if someone gave it to you and you were to cringe because of how gross it is, we probably don't want it there.
Yeah. Yeah, wash it, whatever it is. Remember, shoes can be washed. If you have an old pair of shoes and you're like, somebody might still want these, and you throw them through the wash and they fall apart, there's your sign. Like if you're worried about putting them through the wash or cleaning them up. Yeah. Gear exchange, squat hold, challenge results. I was, as you can see, unable to catch Austin Dahl. He just created too big a lead in that first week. He started to fall off later, and I thought, I got him. And then I had every intention of catching him because I logged. My final log was 28 minutes, and I think I did 22 of those minutes on New Year's Eve day. I really tried.
Honestly impressive, though.
Yeah, I really tried. Yeah, and then so it was Austin, and obviously Sarah Birch was 71, and I think the next closest might have been Mike Capizzi with somewhere in the, I want to say, maybe I'm making that up. Faith Watley Blaine with 60.
Nice, Faith.
And then, no, I was way off. Kelly had 51. Yeah, see, I wanted to check this. Mike had 21. Sorry, Mike, for getting you excited, and everybody else watching was super pumped. And then Devin, I really intended to catch up and win this last week, but forgot Banks with 11 minutes total. Look, just had to mention that for the shout out for the name entry on the last week there. So yeah, anything else to add, Sean?
No, I don't think so. Nope. It's a lot.
So yeah, I've been Andrew Essig. This has been Sean Crocker. Folks, consider yourselves updated. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I think that's the new.